everyone. I hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome to another episode of 10 p.m. University. So today we're going to talk about four qualities of billionaires. You might have heard about different billionaires, right? Elon Musk, right? Celebrity billionaires. Most everyone pretty much knows about him. Warren Buffett, Bill Gates. There are a lot of other billionaires you might have not even heard about the name, right? Because they're not celebrity billionaires, but they're $1 billion people. They are worth $1 billion of asset or whatever business they do, right? So I wanted to share with you four qualities, which I've found that quite common across billionaires, right? So the number one point I wanted to talk about is their early rise, right? Every billionaires, right? No matter Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, all of them loves to wake up early, right? There's some of them likes to wake up at 5 in the morning. Some try to get up at 4, right? It's the most common trait I observed among different billionaires around the planet, right? When they wake up early in the morning, they often plan their day. They stick to their rituals. Sometimes some of them write journal what they want to do whole day. They plan their day, and they spend the early time of the day when everything's quiet around, when family's sleeping, where other people are doing other stuff, right? Most of the world is sleeping anyways, like 4 a.m. So they plan their day, they plan their strategy, they work out, how they wanted to, take the day forward. They might even plan for a week. They might plan for important stuff, right? Because the morning is the time where your brain is at your peak, right? Where your mind is fresh, where you can, put a lot of information in, and you can think with a clarity. Right, so it's very important that like our ancestor, like early ancestor, they used to wake up early. They used to go to bed early and wake up early, right? So, and they maintain a pretty healthy life. So that's one of the things the billionaires tend to follow. And unfortunately, most of the people, they wake up like sometimes 8 in the morning, 10 in the morning, and some of them even wakes up at like 1 in the afternoon. So half of the day gone. So, and they wonder, why my life is not going anywhere. Well, because there's a difference. Because if you don't do what billionaires do, obviously you won't be billionaire. That's end of story, right? So this is one of the things, right? I'm not saying that when the moment you start waking up at 5 or 4 in the morning, you'll become billionaire. No, that's just one of the traits associated with that. Point number 2, right? Most of the billionaires, right? You may not see most of them, like Elon Musk, is pretty young, it's almost 50. Other billionaires probably about 60, but there are billionaires under 40, right? They're not celebrity billionaires, but they work out a lot because they know that it's very important to invest on your health. Because if there is no health, right, there's no point in having a wealth, right? So they know that if they want to continue the legacy, right, they need to live longer. The way to live longer: work out, eat healthy, sleep right, right? That's one of the things you need to keep into consideration. So they spend a lot of time, figuring out how to improve their health, overall health. Workout, I don't mean going to gym. Some of them will go for a walk. I'm just giving an example, right? Going for a walk for an hour, it's a pretty good workout as well. I mean, you don't have to lift weights if you're not comfortable lifting that. You can go for a walk. You can do other stuff like yoga or whatever, right? There are a lot of things you can do, right? You can climb stairs like 100 times a day, so whatever. Different ways, your body type very well, so whatever works for you, that's this is one of the trade, right? Because it's very important. If you wanted to make a lot of money, if you wanted to have an impact in the society, you need to demonstrate that by yourself, right? You can't be lousy, overweight, and then promote to the world, hey, we need to talk about healthy lifestyle. That doesn't work out, right? So that's one of the things. I'm not saying that every billionaires do, but most of them, right, follows this. Point number 3, most of the billionaires, right, Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, right? Warren Buffett is a classic example, and Bill Gates. They read a lot, because most of the people, right, they think that, oh, I know a lot of things. That's one of the biggest mistakes you're going to do in your life. No one knows everything on this planet. Because if someone can comes up with a new idea, you were not aware of it. So how do you know about it, right? By reading the person book, right? Reading different books, right? If you don't read a book, right, your perception won't change. You will be locked up in a small box. In your mindset will be locked up in a small box, right? You will be thinking, oh, whatever I learn in school, that's the end of the story, right? That's not the case, right? Most of the people I've seen, right, once they finish school, once they finish uni, they don't like to read. It's just like bizarre, right? It's like, would you stop breathing a day? No, right? I mean, you have to constantly feed your lungs, right, with oxygen. The same way your brain needs constant source of information, the right information. I'm not saying that, the fake news out there or kind of, the garbage entertainment they show, right? Dancing cats and cows. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the valuable information, right, which is good to take our civilization to the next stage of evolution, right? Right now, we're stuck in this a human mode of evolution, which is fine, but we're not seeing any next stage, right? It won't happen, right? If people don't do, let me give, sorry, I digress a bit. I just wanted to say, if you don't have people reading, right, they won't think about a possibility that where we can find a cure of aging, where we won't see advancement in genome research, right? Because people don't want to read. People don't want to put their thoughts and ideas, and they just want an entertainment. Entertainment is fine, but you don't understand, the people who are doing entertainment, they are making money out of your time, right? So that's what billionaires understand very well, right? They value their time. So they know that reading a lot makes a lot of difference. You get a lot of information. Bill Gates, he reads a lot, right? You think he's of any shortage of money. He's what, second of, richest man in the world. So he reads a lot. So if a billionaire can read, what can't you, right? Because, I mean, if you're saying I'm busy being busy, then I'm sorry to say that you will never become a billionaire, not even a millionaire to begin with, And then you can't blame somebody, right? Oh, look, I'm not getting anywhere. You're not getting anywhere. It's because of your own mistake. No, not someone else, right? Sorry, I've been blunt here, but that's the fact. 95% of the world population won't become $1 billion, won't touch $1 billion in their life because they don't want to do what billionaires want to do. They think it's too difficult. And then they say, oh, rich people are mean because they themselves don't want to try it. That's the thing, right? Cool. They practice discipline. This comes to the point number one, right? They wake up early, they follow the rituals, they are very consistent. They know that they have to do things again and again and again and again and again. You might see failure, but still they love to keep on going, right? Because they know that the more you hit, the more you hit, the more you hit, the more you hit, the more successful you become, right? People will tell you many things in your life, right? You can't do this, you can't do that, that person can't do it, this person can't do it, you can't do this, you can't do this, John can't jump from here, Elon can't do this, kind of stuff. 50 things people will say why you can't do it. But that's not what billionaires is all about. Billionaires are highly disciplined, right? They know that things may not work out in the first time, maybe not in the second time, maybe not in the third time, maybe not in, maybe not, 50th time, but they still wanted to try, right? So that's how, and the discipline will make you successful in life. It's not only applicable to billionaires, right? For any other, even if you want to be a great athlete, right, you need to be very disciplined, right? And you need to practice your skill over and over and over and over and over, right, to master the art. Otherwise, you won't be a great athlete. The same applies to other field, right? If you wanted to be a great engineer, right, or wanted to be a great doctor, you need to practice your art. You need to work on your skills over and over. Sometimes it's frustrating, sometimes it's time-consuming, sometimes it's irritating, but at the end of the day, right, if you don't do it, then someone else will do it, right? And then you can't blame, right? Look, that person took your role, or that person is born with a silver spoon. No, nobody's born with a silver spoon. There are exceptions, right? I mean, if you inherit wealth, that's a different story. But still, even if you inherit wealth, you need to know how to continue that legacy to your next generation, right? I mean, if you inherit wealth and don't know what to do with that, you will go broke, right? So that's, I mean, it's if people underestimate that, right? Most of the time they say, oh, look, the greatest property developer in the world inherited wealth. That's fine, but he knows how to maintain it, right? He knows how to generate more wealth out of what he has, right? If you do not know what to do with your money, right, then there's no point. So you need to be disciplined in your life. You need to follow certain ritual. You need to look after your health. You need to observe other billionaires, what they're doing, right? That's the best way you can learn. So these are the 4 traits I wanted to share with you, what I've seen common across different billionaires I've seen. I've seen a lot of interviews on TV. Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, George Soros. George Soros is pretty old, but you know what I'm trying to say. I mean, there are a lot of Mark Zuckerberg, right? He's a young entrepreneur and billionaire as well, right? If you wanted to talk about someone under 50, right? Elon Musk is almost 50, right? So yeah, and then very energetic, very enthusiastic. You can see the energy and spark in his eyes, right? When Elon Musk talks about it, how passionate he is, how disciplined he is, and yeah. So I hope you find some value out of today's topic. The reason why I wanted to talk more about entrepreneurship building is because I wanted to see world a wealthy place, not the place we have with a lot of problem everywhere. Problem is there, but if we can make a difference, right, that's the best way we can move forward, right? In our solar system, in our planet, we want people who are wealthy, a lot of wealth, a lot of wealth, because when there are a lot of wealth, right, you won't see any poverty. When there's no poverty, there won't be any crime. When there's no crime, right, everyone has an equal share of whatever they want, right? And everyone prosper. But that being said, right, not everyone will do it. That's one of the reasons why. I mean, you can teach to billions of people, but out of billions, only a few millions will, get the information and then work on it. So yeah, think about it. If you wanted to be let's say, a millionaire, let's say next year, work on it. All right, no one will stop you. COVID is the best time where you can become a millionaire. I'm telling you, COVID is the best time. Recession makes people richer, right? People say, oh, this time is tough because you went to university to go and get a job, right? Like Rich Dad book says. That's why you don't understand why the market is crashing. That's why you're saying, oh, I'm scared. But if you have understood, right, how the real economy works, when the market collapses, that's the holy grail of billionaires, right? That's where they make money. Amazon made billions during COVID time. Microsoft profit has gone up. Elon Musk Tesla profit has gone up. Don't you see? It's not a coincidence, right? It's a reality. So the billionaires knows how to make money. So whenever the billionaires are happy when the recession hits, right? Because it's bad for a regular population, right? Regular human population who do not understand. But it's not bad for people who are billionaire, right? So that's one of the reasons why I'm bringing up this topic, right? So I can help people, right? Sorry I've been blunt, sorry I've been to the point, but I just wanted to keep the point across, bring the message across to the people, right? It sounds harsh, but at times you need to do it, right? Cool. That's all I wanted to talk about today. Adios and greetings from New Zealand. Take care and stay safe.